Welcome to the news on Canal English. I am Elie Smith. Good evening, and once again, Happy New Year to you all, especially to those who are feasting and those who are also in good health. They need the headlines. The euphoria is not yet over, but the new year has already recorded its first victim in the city of Douala. In this newscast, we will be informing you on what was the cause and where it happened. It seldom happens, but it has finally taken place here in Cameroon. What, you may have asked, it is the announced drop in the price of fuel, announced yesterday by the head of state, and today it is effective. While Cameroonians salute the gesture of the head of state, it also leaves one question without an answer. Has fuel subsidies been lifted? The year has just started, and it is the appropriate time for awards to be given to deserving military officers. And in Douala, those smiling are some military officers who received their epaulets today in Bonanjo. Those were the headlines. Once again, good evening and Happy New Year. As we announced at the introduction of this newscast, the new year has made its first victim here this morning in the economic capital, precisely at the Makepe neighborhood. The victim, who were commercial motorbike riders, were knocked out of circulation by a car. Apparently, the driver had lost control. For more, Oscar Ngo has the details.
This is apparently what caused a ghastly motor accident at the Makepe neighborhood in Douala at around 5 a.m. this morning. I came out to clean the veranda when I saw a car drive with high speed. He wanted to overtake another car, then knocked the two oncoming commercial motorbikes in front of him. After having knocked the bike drivers, everyone was carried to the general hospital for treatment. This man, who rushed to rescue the victims, recounts. The huge guy was badly injured. His flesh was really torn. I saw two of the victims in the hospital when I was coming to drop my customers, and they were coming in. The one behind had a big wound on the lap. If he stays alive this year, he should thank God. The traces of the accident are still visible on the car. The pair of shoes of another is still on the road. The car owner reported himself to the police after the incident, and investigations are ongoing on the real cause of the accident.
That the influence of alcohol, and the adage goes, if you drink, don't drive. We come back on the speech of the head of state made yesterday, that 2016 was a year of resilience, according to Paul Biya in his New Year address to the nation. The head of state presented an emerging Cameroon even in the midst of high national insecurity. Steve Fonkam revisits the speech of Paul Biya.
His Excellency President Paul Biya on December 31st, 2015 reassured Cameroonians in his recent end-of-year address to the nation. The head of state reviewed with his compatriots across Cameroon and the world the state of affairs in Cameroon. According to him, 2015 was a year of resilience for Cameroon.
You would agree with me, I believe, that a single word resilience. I am referring, as you know, to our people's capacity to resist and to cope with day-to-day challenges, which is acknowledged by all development partners, which is fundamental to great nations, was clearly demonstrated on two major fronts: our country's economic performance security situation.
In spite of the slow and morose economic context in the country, Mr. President hailed the progress made in attaining the major economic goals for 2015.
In this adverse global context, our economy was able to its 6% growth forecast and curbing the inflation rate at slightly less than 3%.
Still on President Paul Biya's speech, critics say the President of the Republic did not focus on the fight against corruption, which is a prerequisite for economic growth. In the following write-up, Leslie Fombo looks at some of the highlights of the speech and says the head of state mentioned CONAC's effort in the fight against corruption without much emphasis.
President Paul Biya touched one of the most important aspects of the daily lives of Cameroonians, fuel prices. Mr. President reduced fuel prices by 20% in the country. Car users and fuel consumers will be experiencing this reduction as from January 1st. He also stressed on the fact that there will be an increase in family allowances in a bid to boost the living conditions of Cameroonians. President Paul Biya noted that the move towards the much desired economic growth still leaves much to be desired. Mr. Biya said that for these to be achieved, the country has to focus on renewing its energy resources and improve on telecommunications. The fight against Boko Haram was another focus. He thanked countries like the United States of America, Germany, Chad, and neighboring Nigeria for assisting Cameroon to fight against the Islamic sect. Critics, however, say Mr. President did not focus on the fight against corruption, which is very necessary if we are to talk about economic growth.
This is not directly or is directly related to the head of state speech. That is, during his address, he talked about the reduction in the price of fuel. And the delegate of trade for the littoral region, Ogmba Belinga Simon, visited some filling stations to make sure that the reduction of price of fuel are effective following the decision of the head of state. As concerns that report, we have it from Christelle Catala.
The President of the Republic, Paul Biya, during his traditional address to the nation, decided to improve the living condition of Cameroonians by reducing the prices of fuel to 20%, making it 20 francs reduction per litre for petrol and 25 francs reduction per litre for gas oil. Following the decision, our team descended on the field with a delegation of trade to make sure that the decision has been respected.
Yes, no problem. Yes, because we are telling customers that we have to bond any consumption. You understand, no? So now we don't have to make a pressure to the customers. You don't have to make pressure.
A tour in some filling stations, one still find the old prices. In others, the prices have been changed just at the level of the filling point, not on the huge board. According to those in charge, a special company has to take care of that aspect. The reduction of prices of fuel is a good news to most drivers.
We are very grateful for Cameroonians. It will help Cameroonians now to function very well because the price of that fuel is so high and we cannot carry a person from here to Bonaberi in the price of 200. Now if it is that the price has been reduced, no, at least Cameroonians will feel very happy and then the progress of the transport will go very fast.
I was informed of the reduction of prices of fuel during the presidential speech, and it is really effective. It's better than nothing. We appreciate. Meanwhile, something that nothing concrete has been done. For me, nothing has been done because we have a problem of change in Cameroon. Because with the prices, the former prices, when you give 700 francs, they have difficulties to give you back 50 francs CFA. So for me, nothing has been done. Others were not even aware and just discovered the changes at the filling station. It is worth noting that the prices of fuel were increased to 600 francs and 650 francs respectively for gas and petrol in the year 2014. And the littoral region has moved from 132 filling stations in 2012 to 167 in 2015.
Away from fuel subsidies or fuel price reduction to another merry-go-round, another reward for New Year. Some military officers received their epaulets today at the Bonapreso Combined Military Base. The newly promoted officers were rewarded because of hard work and discipline. Besides the epaulet award ceremony, a vibrant ceremony was also held in honor of fallen soldiers. Oscarine Ngowo was there and brought back this report.
In their beautiful colors, officers of the Cameroonian Armed Forces received epaulets at the esplanade of the Douala Combined Military Base in Bonanjo this 1st January. It was handed to meritorious officers, a consecration due to discipline and respect of military ethics. After the reading of the presidential decree, we are overwhelmed with joy. We are thinking about the responsibilities and tasks ahead. Our bosses are very proud of us due to the effort we put each day. Yesterday I was a surgeon, today I am a chief surgeon. A minute of silence was observed in honor of soldiers fallen in the battlefield and victims of the Islamic sect Boko Haram, which is causing panic in the northern part of the country. The next badges of epaulet award is scheduled for the 1st of April 2016, the 1st of July, and finally the 1st of October 2016. This ceremony was presided over by the governor of the littoral region, Samuel Ivaha Diboa, in the presence of military and administrative authorities, friends and family members of the newly promoted.
From the littoral region to the northwest with a news that might spoil the show come January 4th. That is, the Cameroon Teachers Trade Union CATU has announced a nationwide school boycott come January 4th, 2016. The teachers are disgruntled due to the fact that Anglophone students are being taught in French, a language strange to them. CATU has described the situation as a deliberate attempt to francophonize the Anglophone system of education in Cameroon. For more, let's get the details from Leslie Fombo.
Anglophone teachers in Cameroon say enough is enough. The men and women of this noble profession say there is a deliberate attempt by Cameroon's education authorities to francophonize the Anglophone system of education.
Kind of plan, concerted plan, not to exterminate that Anglophone culture. And we think that we, as the Anglophones in this country, Cameroon is not a Francophone country. Cameroon is a bilingual country. And that bilingualism and biculturalism has to be respected.
The teachers confronted the higher education boss, Jacques Famendongo, during the official installation of the new vice-chancellor of the University of Bamenda.
Francophones who have baccalaureate are recruited and trained to teach English language to Anglophones. Whereas if they had any little competencies in the English language, they would have been doing the bilingual letters. This is how crazy Cameroon has become.
The Cameroon Teachers Trade Union, CATU, and the Teachers Association of Cameroon, TAC, saying it is unacceptable for Francophone teachers to teach Anglophone children in a language they do not master. Reacting to this problem, Jacques Famendongo said language should not be used to divide Cameroonians and that any Cameroonian has the right to teach anywhere in the language he wants. Members of CATU and TAC left the hall unceremoniously, promising hell if nothing is done to solve the problem.
We have called this strike because children studying under the English subsystem of education are currently being destroyed by the teachers trained in ENS and SET Bambili.
The Cameroon Teachers Trade Union, CATU, has announced a nationwide school boycott come January 2016.
From the northwest, we go down to the southwest region, precisely in Bota, where the Bota Hospital in Limbe has become more attractive thanks to the efficiency of the health personnel. Close to 9,080 patients visit the hospital annually. For that reason, authorities of the southwest region recently awarded the best workers of that medical institution. For more, Christelle Katala.
The Bota Hospital in Limbe is attracting more and more patients due to its efficiency. The hospital has been existing for close to 30 years now. Today, this hospital, thanks to the expertise of the workers, receives close to 9,080 patients per year. The patients come from different horizons to receive treatment. If much has been done in the year 2015, much is still to be covered in 2016. In order to satisfy the demands of the clients who are patients. It is a moment for us to award those who work hard during the year 2015 and to show to others that they are not doing bad, just to put more effort. One of our aims is to give qualified treatment to our patients who are in the hospital, and what really pleased us with the finances based on performance is that since we started applying it, we have improved on the quality of the treatment. The senior divisional officer of FACO has congratulated the health personnel of that hospital for their dynamism. He has equally urged the population to quickly go for consultation whenever they feel bad health-wise. It was an occasion for them to receive prizes for a job well done, an encouragement to persevere and advance in their career.
Well, out of Cameroon, we'll be going to the Middle East, precisely in United Arab Emirates. The authorities in Dubai are trying to find out what caused a spectacular fire to engulf a 63-story luxury hotel in the center of the city on New Year Eve. Firefighters managed to subdue the blaze, but part of the address downtown hotel is still smoldering. Well, that was all we were able to put together tonight. Before leaving, we want to extend our hearty greetings to our teeming viewers in the Federal Republic of Nigeria and also in the magnificent city of Freetown. Please, Happy New Year on behalf of the staff of Canal de English. Please don't be bitter, always be better. Tomorrow is another day, God willing.